Oh, yes. Welcome to the show. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. This is TPIMSRLIVE. I'm your host, TruePowerIsMine. Yes. We are blessed today, folks. We have dRS1 on the line right now, real time. He's well, he's good. He's back. He's renewed. Last time we had you on, Doc, you know, the medication and all that, got to you, but we're fresh. We're going to talk about a lot of interesting things. Doc has so much to say, and I'm going to turn it over. There you go, Doc.
I hope that your audience can forgive me for medical reasons. I was high. Okay. Some of y'all high all the time, and for bad reasons. I was high because I had a root canal. I had to have a tooth removed. And so I warned TruePowerIsMine. It's too early. I need to nap. I just tell y'all something. Take care of your teeth. Take care of your bodies. Yes. If your teeth are bothering you, see a dentist. You could have what I had, which was developing into an abscess. But there was poison in my bone. Oh, just a minute, Patrick. Someone's calling me.
All right. That's
For
fine.
1 second.
That's fine.
Yes, folks. What Doctor's saying is so true. Let me break it down to you like this. A lot of plaque builds up in your mouth. As you're swallowing throughout the day, it's going down into your intestines, going into your blood. And where does that plaque goes into your arteries, hits your heart? Oral hygiene is essential. And now that we're in this pandemic, folks, wash your hands, brush your teeth, take care of business every day. We got to stay clean. We got to stay fit. Because if we want to change, if we want liberation, which I hope we want, then we have to be healthy. No one sick or infirmed or weak or pathetic will see liberation. It just won't happen. Now, if you want to move forward, then you got to be healthy. Every morning, wake up and get warm water. I want you to drink 16 ounces cups of water before you eat, before you do anything. As soon as you wake up, run and get some warm water. Not cold, warm water. Drink those 2 cups of water. And then I want you to wait 45 minutes. Just 45 minutes. And then you can go on about your business. Go ahead and eat your breakfast. Do what you need to do. Do your little exercises. Take your medication, whatever you need to do at that point. But and just do this for 28 days, please. I beg you, please. And then you give me a testimony after 28 days from today, and you tell me where your health's at. Now, hopefully the doctor's still here. He might be on. Yeah, he's still here. He's on.
I'm going to get another call. That was a person from Chicago calling.
Oh, I got
his name is Paul. And look, hold on. I'm going to take care of this. One more. I'll give you one more step.
Okay, that's fine.
Good. Thank God I got the gift of gab, y'all? All right. So there's been a lot of things happening in the news real quick. I want to go over some headlines. One, the culture of death has shown its full glory. Right now, brothers and sisters are being sacrificed on the altar of economic compensation for the nation. Oh, there's going to be a second wave. As soon as I heard that they were reopening, I knew what me and Jordan Maxwell were talking about the other day was going to come true. October is going to be deadly and bloody. Contrary to what a lot of these people are saying, I've heard reports that corona is taking up to 5-6 months to actually show symptoms. Like you can be a carrier for that long. Now that's off the record. Please don't run out and say, oh, True Power. These are from confidential informants telling me this information. I'm sharing it with you the best way I can. Because I want you to survive. I want you to survive. Humanity needs for you to survive. Oh, you think you're just a little person? Oh, I'm nobody, True. I'm just somebody out in the cut. Dude or ma'am, you're the future of humanity. You just don't know it. You take this knowledge I'm pushing out on the show, you incorporate it into your own program, and you survive these things that are coming up. I've told you the world's going to get crazy, and bam, we're here. But it's even worse than that. there are some evil people in the roles of leadership. That's why us melanated people are not getting any type of reparations or compensation or any type of even recognition, because of the fact that the people who are supposed to be leading us are too busy being anal butt plugs for those in charge. Over Winfrey, you go to a small sombrero and you see her little heels dangling out of his backside. Well, that's how many of our athletes and banking and celebrity folks are. Like Steve Harvey said, you don't need to make a new system. You just need to find a spot in this one and plug yourself in. Just like the Matrix. Just like the Matrix. I ask you, brothers and sisters, don't plug yourself in. Now do what you need to do to make it day to day. Make that money. Do that. But don't give your heart so to this beast. If you must work, dare I say, do a subpar job. If you're in housekeeping, just gotta do it once over and go on about your business. If you're in food preparation, maybe you use the bathroom and wash your hands. I'm just giving you some ideals that people should have given you way back in the day. Now, don't do that. That was actually sarcasm. Yeah. Of course, I want you fast food workers to wash your hands and make sure you're totally clean, so that these people riding through, coming into your establishment, can get fed by your hands instead of them making their own food for their own families. Of course, I want you housekeepers, all in the medical fields and the hospitals and out there in the hotels. Of course, I want you to make every bed and clean every surface, so that these pompous, arrogant pricks that come into your establishment living their little fantasy can have the full experience. Of course, I want you to do that. And then when you get old and you're worn out and no one's there to clean your bed, or no one's there to make your food, I want you to contemplate, what did you really gain from plugging yourself into the system? What did you gain? Did you gain liberation? Did you gain dignity? Did you get respect? And if you answer no to any of that, then you need to reanalyze where you're at, and you need to reanalyze what you're going to plug yourself into. Now, doctor, you there? He must still be on the other line. Now, listen, y'all. I know a lot of the new people are like, what the hell kind of show is this? A guest takes another phone. We're not caught up on that hyperbole here. Oh my God. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, the doctor's going to be back. And when he comes back, brothers and sisters, he will be on fire. Just bear with us. Now, I will go ahead. I want to show you guys something anyways, because this is what type of host I am and what type of unorthodox circus I run. We're going to go here, and I want to show what's happening in the world. Come with me. Doc's on the line. Doc is in the house, Brian. He'll be on shortly. He's on another line. A very important man from doctor. Man, so it is what it is. Not saying I'm not a powerful man. I mean, I'm a powerful man in my own mind. Sister Cher, what's up? U.S. death toll, 53,000. 53,000. Now, that's almost as many people died in Vietnam, ain't it? But they just died from coronavirus. In fact, hold on. Let's see the death toll, because a lot of people forget about Vietnam. The death toll in Vietnam, I think it's 54,000.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Damn. Okay, but no. Hold on. U.S. military death toll in Vietnam. I don't know, Clyde. I don't know where Mark's at.
58,220 U.S.
Okay.
According to National Archives,
Okay.
the Vietnam Conflict Extract Data File of the Defense Casualty Analysis System Extract Files contains records of 58,220 U.S. military fatal casualties of the Vietnam War.
All right. Well, thank you, Google. Thank you. Oh, there's Doctor. He's back. Hey, Doctor, you there?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to pause because this is going to go back and forth for about the next 10 minutes. But I wanted to tell you what's up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just entertaining the folks with some statistical data. Just give me a call back in 10 minutes.
Yes, I will. I'll call you right back.
All right. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
All right. Hold on, y'all. Cool. Now, Doctor will be calling us back shortly. Come on, just bear with me. Come on, let's just go. Let's do this. We got 58,000 U.S. servicemen and women died in Vietnam. Let's see what's happening here. 53,000 in just 1 year. Don't forget, Vietnam was a series of years. We're talking about 1 year. Almost 54,000, almost this many. Well, 5,000 short of the Vietnam total, but the year's not over. What's up? Are you hearing me? Hold on. All right. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with the microphone and all that. I'm getting hit with a slow connection and all that over here. Listen, boys and girls. This next wave's going to be brutal. There's going to be a spike this summer, and it's going to really hit this fall. Keep playing games out there. Stop wearing your PPE. Think everything's hunky-dory. We're telling you, the stuff is on a molecular level. It's attaching itself to dust. It's attaching itself to microplastic filaments. It's attaching itself to just air molecules in general. The shit's airborne. Men, women. All I can tell you is this is the pinnacle of our scientific technology is to make a viral strand that could potentially wipe us out. Yay for science. Love you. Awesome. Scientific endeavor without a moral compass is a ill-planned voyage. This is where we always end up. The Nazis, scientific endeavors without a moral compass. Oh, but we got all this information and data from the victims in the concentration camps. True. We know that if you break someone's arm certain ways, it can heal this way and that way. True. We get all this information. We could have got that by other means. Sister Sandra, peace and power. Sister Barbara, peace and power. Y'all. I try so hard. That's why here lately I've been so busy. Once again, we're getting back into the summer months. My construction field where I'm at, it's really summer heavy. So the shows are going to be sporadic. Now in the wintertime, it's more consistent because, I'm typically not active or busy. But brothers and sisters, we are headed for a situation now that's been unprecedented. From what a certain person from an area west of me suggested, that because we're in a state of emergency, we might not have elections, as if it mattered for us anyways. Huh? Come on, can you hear me? Oh, we can't do that reparation, boss. We don't know where Corona's comes through. Oh shit! Release the Kraken. Open up the dollars. Flood the banks with money pumping out the Fed. Say big business. Say big business. The blacks who've been traditionally exploited in this country, who couldn't have a loaf of bread before the pandemic hit, damn sure don't have a loaf of bread now. How are they faring? How is the poorest of us black folks faring during the pandemic? Has it been good for them? Has it been indifferent and bad? Elections should be canceled. Well, Latoya, it would make it a lot easier, wouldn't it? And welcome to the show, by the way. It'll make it so much easier. But we had to get the facade, the illusion that the little people, the peasantry, the serfdom of the United States of America have some sort of vestige of liberty or freedom. But in reality, all you have are the scraps that falls off the table of the rich and powerful. That's trickle-down economy, baby. Don't you know? We have the money, we have the power, and it might or might not trickle down to you. Pull up executive orders. I can do that so that people can understand what we're dealing with. Hold on. U.S. presidential executive orders pertaining to the economy. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Right here. Executive orders, federal registration. Let's go. President of the United States, man. Let's see how many. Let's see what executive orders we have. All executive orders since 1984. Yeah, let's check that out. Let's check that out on Excel. Uh-oh, I had to download this bullshit. Oh, no, this file does not have an app associated, blah, blah, blah. No, I cannot do that. Let's see some rocks. Because don't forget, any president can make an executive order, but after he leaves, it's still in effect. All right, hold on. I gotta be able to see what all this is saying. I'm trying to get to where y'all can see it on the screen. Blah blah blah. Security clearance. An order of accession within environmental protection. Oh shit. Okay, I'm never right. Let's see something juicy. Something juicy. Okay, hold on. It's President Bush I want to see. I want to see that one, I think, right here. Because there's a but. Oh, no. Go back. I want to see President Bush 9/11 years. Right here, 54. All right. Hold on. I'm going to post a copy of the website that I'm on. If you have your Googles, please follow me in your Googles. If you don't have your Google with you, then just listen up. All right. Providing an order of succession within the Department of Order of Succession, Human Services, adjustment, establishing, blah, 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 succession. Oh, where's the ones that we're talking about? They take over. Doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, shit. Combat zone. It's not about they can take over all the national emergency construction. Take over all like the media, water, everything. Hold on. Education. Health and safety. Establishing the Office of Homeland Security. This is when it became real back in a month after 9/11. So let's see what Homeland Security is all about. Die Führer, mein Trump. I know nothing. That's I don't know about you guys, but I cannot see that for shit. Okay, establishing the Office of Homeland Security. Security in the Homeland Security Council. Security in the Homeland. Fuckers. Or I guess Native Americans are going to be running this? Or never mind. I'm joking. Native Americans don't have shit to do with this. By the authority vested in me as president, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1, establishment. I hereby establish within the executive office of the President of the United States of Homeland Security, President, and Office of Homeland Security, the office to be headed by the Assistant to the President for Homeland Security. Section 2, the mission. The mission of the office shall be developed and coordinated. Right? Yeah. The implementation of a comprehensive national strategy to secure the United States from terrorist threats or attack. Does that include like KKK attack on black people and shit like that? Or is that just like Arab attack? Never mind. The office shall perform the functions necessary to carry out the missions, including the functions specific in Section 3 of this order. And that's good. Section 3, functional. The function of the office shall be to coordinate the executive branch efforts to detect, prepare for, prevent, protect against, respond to, and recover from terrorist attack within the United States. A point. National strategy. The office shall work with the executive department and agencies, states, and local governments, and privileged entities. Privileged entities. Do you people know what the fuck a privileged entity is? A privileged entity is like a corporation that Edward Snowden worked for. You know, it's a private a group, a private business that actually has security clearance and access to all the unpatented technology at the basically fingertips of our government. Okay, never mind. To ensure the adequacies of the national strategies for detecting, preparing for, preventing, protecting against, responding to, and recovering from terrorist threats or attacks within the United States, it shall periodically review and coordinate revisions to the strategy as necessary. Well, y'all dropped the bomb on COVID, or the ball rather, on COVID, right? You dropped the ball on COVID. You didn't protect us. You surely didn't prevent. And at this point, you're not really doing nothing to stop the enabling of future transmissions, right? Because everything's opening up. So we have to understand all these things have been put in place. Now, this was back in 2001, kiddos. So this is, damn near 20 years old now. Hasn't been rescinded. And actually, it's been added too. Let's go to what Papa Trumpy has right now, 2015. Now, last year he had 44 executive orders. Year before that, shit, he has a few executive orders, hasn't he? Well, at the first year he came in, 55. Hold on. Let's do Obama. Now, Obama was around for fucking 8 years. First year, 38 executive orders. Second year, 36 executive orders. Third year, 34 executive orders. Fourth year, 39 executive orders. All right. And then it goes 20, 31, 29, 42, and 7. Okay. Now, Clinton was another high one. 40, 48, 38, 38, 35, 41, 40, or 20, 12. But Trump is kind of eating them up right out the gate, 55. And then 37, then 44, and then 15. Let's look at the newest 15 executive orders coming out of the White House, okay? Oh, here's a good one. National Emergency Authority to temporarily extend deadlines for certain estimated payments. Estimated payments probably to the Chinese debt. Fuck Chinese virus. We need to be talking about the damn Chinese debt. Interest. Providing an order of succession within the Department of Interior. Encouraging international support for the recovery and use of space resources. Holy shit. Let's look at that one. This one's going to be interesting. America first. Encouraging the international support for the recovery and use of space resources. Or maybe that just goes back to NASA, the National Nazi Space Administration, not being able to launch any rockets. By the authority vested in me as president, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, including Title 4 of the U.S. Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act, Public Law 114-90. It is hereby ordered as following. Section 1, Policy, Space Policy Directive 1. As of December 11, 2017, reigning Virgo. Well, I wish I could see all that. Hold on. Reigning Virgo rating American Human Space Exploration Program, providing that commercial partners will participate in innovation and sustainability programs headed by the United States to lead the return of humans to the moon for long-term exploration and utilization, followed by human mission to Mars and other destinations. Successful long-term exploration and scientific discovery of the moon, Mars, and other celestial bodies will require partnership with commercial entities to recover and use resources, including water and certain minerals in outer space. Boy, they already got this shit planned out, huh? All you uppity ups are going to be left out. Like I said, these people have a plan to use your tax dollars to go to space and beyond. Now, while you're back here on this mud ball in the pollution and the filth of Earth, they're going to be Elysium type level, chilling in outer space, looking down at the pathetic, pitiful peasants. But this is what you get. You keep plugging yourself into this fucking system, and this is what you get. Left the fuck behind. They got it right out here. This is right in front of your face. I didn't hack into no damn CIA or FBI platform. This is right here on government.com. If you take a minute to go and check out the fucking executive orders to what's really going down. They're fixing to mine shit in outer space and get the spatial fucking resources cracking while you're sitting here talking about, I don't want to give no welfare mom no fucking food stamp. Fucking blathering idiots, man. You know what? Maybe it's a good thing that states did open back up. So a lot of these ignorant bastards can go ahead and catch this shit and peace on out. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but perhaps this will be a benefit to us. Those of us who are conscious and understand basic biology, keep wearing your PPE, stay away from these ignorant motherfuckers. And then maybe you'll get your ride to the moon or to Mars or to other celestial bodies that obviously is conducive for us to exist on, or else they wouldn't have put it in their mission statement. I've had John Lear on. I've had Jordan Maxwell on. I had Paul Helner on. I've had other UFO types on. So keep on playing your game. Keep on thinking that, oh no, true. This is the best we got. And I'm telling you right now, this is not the best we got. And we can do better than this. Uncertainty regarding to the rights to recover and use space resources, including the extensions of the rights to commercially recover and use of lunar resources. In other words, if you was in a trolling boat and you saw some sort of lunar capsule fall down to Earth, you could, Sister Alexandra, peace and power, you could legally, I guess, go and commercially salvage that out of the ocean and sell it back to some sort of government for relaunch. See, these people cover all their actions legally. So that's why, oh, man, how can you do it? Well, because I have a legal right to do it. It's my company. So much for competition and competitiveness. No, you don't get none of that. You get crony capitalism. These people already know. Right here. It's right here again. Let me highlight this shit so people can see it. There's really an S right here. The activities of states on the moon and other celestial bodies. Come on, y'all. Justin, welcome to the show. Peace and power, brother. Look at what Dr. Subba know about the virus. They don't exist. Corona is a hoax. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother Justin. Don't blow your fucking cover. Shut that shit up. Don't post no more bullshit like that here. Don't blow your fucking cover. Keep that information to your fucking self. Stop blurting shit. Every time we get a little something, we gotta blurt. Now I'm blurting fucking shit that's supposed to be known to all citizens. I don't want you to blow your cover, Justin. We need warriors like you to maintain cover and tell others in secret. Not on this channel. Not on any other channel. Brother, you tell other brothers and sisters in secret what the good doctor CB said. Because he was a good doctor. That man went into court barefoot, came out a winner. Folks, we have to quit blabbing our secrets. We got to quit giving up the game. That's why you got Eminem being the next fucking Elvis. KRS-One, who the fuck's that again? Most of the kids don't know. Run DMC, they might know. LL Cool J and all those other little cartoon characters, sure. But the old conscious rappers that started, kicked the shit off for real, doing small gigs when rap was being banned by Tipper Gore, Al Gore's wife. Don't forget. Oh, here comes the doctor. Let's do it. Hey, doctor, you there?
Yes, sir. And please forgive me for the interruption.
Oh, you're totally fine. Let me, I was entertaining the audience with my brand of branding. So go ahead, doctor, share with us the good news.
Well, I mean, the good news is that proper diet and nutrition makes a major, major, major difference. And it is a preventative strategy to dealing with this COVID-19. I want to say to everybody, if you can, if you have any means, get most of these or some of these will help in terms of helping for breathing and for helping to build your immunity. You really need to get the best multivitamins, maybe take 2 a day. You need to have selenium. You need to have zinc. You need to have vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin C. You want as much vitamin C as possible. And in addition to that, it doesn't hurt if you have calcium. Now, not too much, but you need to increase your vitamin intake, and you need to find some way to have access to sunlight, even if you're standing in your window and letting the sun shine on you. We have vitamin D receptors in our skin.
Yep.
We often disproportionately Black people suffer from vitamin D deficiency. Now, let me say something to you that most people don't talk about. And again, I want to make an apology to Black women. To Black women. All Black women are owed an apology by Black men for failing to look out for them, or to advocate for them. We're failures, Brother Patrick. It's hurtful. I have to say this. I need to say something because everybody talks about the Tuskegee experiment. It is terrible.
Right.
I've made it very clear that my mother worked with Black men dying from syphilis between 1964 and 1966 at the St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Okay, right up until about the time I was born. So the Tuskegee thing is real. And I used to go to the mental hospital and see people who had tertiary syphilis and see Black men dying from syphilis.
Now,
so,
how did they die, Doctor?
I'm
What type of death? What type of death was that?
Terrified of STDs. Now, having said that about the syphilis, which was what, maybe a few hundred, maybe 1,000 people. But before they had the Tuskegee experiment on untreated syphilis in Negro men, they had the molecular experiments through the same United States Public Health Service, which has been, it is now called the Center for Disease Control and Prevention.
CDC.
They had the molecular studies where they sat back and they watched tens of thousands of Black women either be sick, die in childbirth, or produce children that were deformed or stunted because they didn't have proper diet. They didn't have niacin. They didn't have vitamin D. And Black women continue to die, lose children. And no one talks about it because it's Black women. And sadly, I just have to say this about a lot of Black men, and it just burns me to my guts. The only time they care about a Black woman is when her legs are cocked open, pleasuring them.
Wow.
Other than that, not a lot of value for our women, and it's despicable. And if your women are down in the mud, or if your women are out and compromised and destroyed, your people are basically finished.
Right.
And you know what? I'll tell you something. These Asian dudes, they might have rice sticks or macaroni, vermicelli in circumference, but they protect their women. We've got big dicks and abused, starved, brutalized women. What the hell? You know, so before there was Tuskegee, they knew that they could play around with to watch Black women die and suffer, and nobody would notice. And by the way, if you hadn't heard that before, that shows you how bad it is that tens of thousands of Black women die due to vitamin deficiencies, and everybody knew.
You know, let me ask you.
And that just burns me. And that's what I'm saying right now. It's Corona. Some of the people have vitamin D deficiencies, and we've been dying all these years. We've got Black doctors. We've got Black nurses. These same people are being silent as hell as they're being laid off and not working, going along with this for real chimera gain of function virus that is a weaponized virus that seems to kill people who have vitamin D deficiency. This is a bioweapon targeted at us, and in particular, targeted Black women. We should be out losing our minds, calling for blood for this man named Dr. Ralph Barrick at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Created this coronavirus, the COVID-19. It is a combination of SARS and the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, a virus. They were put together in 2015, right down there in North Carolina, and that same bastard is now the lead research scientist for creating the vaccine. So you made something that would kill Black people, and now you're going to make a vaccine that they're going to use to kill us. Do you see any of these so-called Black medical people or professional people or other devils saying anything about this. I see Asians. I did see Dr. Buttar. I see one person black. Everybody else is silent. And the reason that I'm furious, you know, the program I will no longer go on, I'm not going to even say the name, had a doctor attack me over talking about hydroxychloroquine because I didn't go into all the biochemical things for it. I shouldn't speak at all. But yet Negro didn't call with any solutions. Nobody's talking about diet, nutrition, health, and frankly, drugs that could be used. You got some connections to Cuba. Interferon works. Thing is, I don't know many folks with connections in Cuba. There are ways to fight this thing and to treat it. However, you know what we got right now? And this is the reason I'm so worked up today.
What's that?
I need to, first of all, give you a piece of info so people can understand. And let me share with y'all. People think that this is made up or it's my imagination. It is not. I don't even think like this. I don't get up in the day wanting to know this. I happen to read and research, and I'm telling you, I believe in God. I believe Jesus. I hope he takes all the good black people, good other folks, and all the other ones, let the Antichrist and so forth put tattoos on and beat their behinds for being so stupid.
Right.
This world is going to hell in a handbasket. And if you don't have a solid rock to hold on to, you're going to get washed away in the sinking sand. And I'm saying that on the Sunday. Now, let me just give you the news flash. It reads, first volunteer in the UK coronavirus vaccine trial has died. Her name is Elisa Granato, the first volunteer who availed herself at Oxford for a jab in the first European trial of a vaccine to protect against the coronavirus pandemic, has died. She died 2 days after the vaccine was administered.
Damn. That's sad.
Do you realize, now where am I going? There's a little bastard by the name of Al Sharpton, the son of a pedophile who left his mother for his own sister. You want to know where Al Sharpton is? I'm so sick of black folks. We don't have any morality. We have no decency as a people. That when people are put up in front of us as leaders, we don't even know who these people are. Wouldn't you take a second look at someone if their own father was boning their sister and then left the mother for the sister and the father eloped?
Damn. Yeah, you would have some sort of eyebrow movement on that.
Now, if your own father could bang your sister and leave your mom, doesn't that make sense why Al Sharpton could betray black people to the FBI and the New York Police Department and others?
Well, duh.
Why did he have any morality? If he was with James Brown, who beat women, he beat Tammy Terrell, kicked women down flights of steps. No, and I'm not saying something I don't know. Let me just say something to you. Anyone that dares to do any research will find out when James Brown got released from prison in 1992, he performed, his first concerts were performed at Wolf Trap in Northern Virginia. And the person that organized the performances and was the agent for James Brown was a man by the name of Larry Friday. I can assure you, when James Brown checked in to the J.W. Marriott, because I checked James Brown in, within 2 hours was beating the hell out of his wife and the J.W. Marriott in 1992. I know because I had to have security called up to deal with James Brown beating his woman.
Oh, damn. That's
so if he was doing that as an older man, what do you think he was doing as a younger man to women when Al Sharpton was around him? Now, I'm going somewhere. There's a National Congress of Black Churches.
Yeah. National.
Okay,
joke.
They're all with Al Sharpton, and they're all with LGBTQ.
Yeah,
and they're
joke.
all with the illegals, and they're
joke.
all with the extremist, radical, sodomite fringe of the Democratic Party.
The Ed Buck
Do you
crew.
know that they're now organizing the black version of the white version of people defying the local authorities and leaving their homes, asserting their constitutional rights? Now, where were these coon nigger preachers for reparations?
Yes. Where were they?
For Flint? Where were they for Ferguson, for Baltimore, for the lead poison water, for the home foreclosures that the Lehman Brothers and others did to us? Where are these devils for criminal justice reform? Are they calling for help for the black men? We've got at least 50 black men in jail in D.C. who were poisoned by the coronavirus, and several have died. And this is true all over the country. Have these people had a press conference and said anything? I've noticed Reverend Barbecue, you know, that fat, greasy preacher from North Carolina, who managed to be the head of supposedly the most powerful NAACP chapter in the United States, and not one killer race soldier cop got convicted, no matter how many blacks were murdered by police in North Carolina on his watch. The same greasy, Crisco swigging preacher, Bishop Man City, as I call him. He's the same one when the Koreans and Asians would beat our sisters in their stores to tell the folks to calm down and then go and collect an offering. And tell the people to go back. They ain't gonna beat y'all no more when y'all buy y'all weave there.
Damn.
This guy is blaming Trump for the health disparities in black communities. Is Trump my savior? No. My savior is Jesus Christ, who was born of a virgin, was crucified, buried, on the third day resurrected, sits at the right-hand side of God the Father. That's my savior, right? Not no president, not no coon preacher, not no coon civil rights leader, not no has-been civil rights activist. Nobody's my God but that when I describe. And he's not a little sissy with L'Oreal hair coloring. Blonde is the optional color. I mean, now, having said that, these preachers are now going to help the globalists. We haven't talked about vitamins and nutrition or vitamin D or exercise. There's no plan to provide food to our seniors or to make certain that people have a proper diet as this thing goes on, or talk to black farmers. Do you know, brother, my whole life I've been an outcast for giving a damn. If I had been in any position, I would have been thinking about how do you get food, feed, water, and how could we do this if we couldn't help everybody pick at least one area that would need it the most?
Right.
These Negro preachers, or should I say Negro preachers, because Negroes had some dignity, are going down to Atlanta to get the people to go outside and defy the governor. But are these preachers just taking election? Do you know black folks are dying like flies in Albany, Georgia?
Yes.
Nothing for them, but because this mayor got some hate calls or whatever. So what is that? And let me show you what it is. These preachers are part of the Leadership Council for Civil, Human, and Economic Rights. That group's priority, or its priority right now, is to legalize pedophilia and to advance the right of transgenderism.
Gross.
But your black preachers are working to advance the sodomite agenda, all the while getting good black people killed. Nobody's talking about any collection for masks. People should be employing ex-prisoners and people to make masks. Get some sisters. The Muslims used to make their own clothes. And Malcolm X looks damn good in the clothes those sisters made. Well, can't we make a mask? I mean, can't we do these things?
Yes.
Why not organize? These people have churches with millions of people, and the only thing they want to do is give their very last cent to a bunch of despicable, sex predator, liar, grifting thugs who happen to like to wear lavender and magenta colors. That's a curiosity right there. I'm just saying to you, people need to wake up. See, black people are only 20% of the people that have died from corona. 20% out of 55,000. It's a lot.
Yes.
But I have to say this to you. 20% out of 55,000 is about 12, 13, maybe round up, make it 15. It's 15,000 people to die in 4 months. No disrespect, my friend. In America, 8,000 people die every day, every year. So basically, that's not a whole lot of people, even though it hurts for anybody to die. I don't want anyone to die. I've had the corona. I've had friends that had it, and it has come out in the news that corona was in the United States as early as November, October 2019. But inasmuch as I explained to you, sir, that the coronavirus was developed in 2015 in Chapel Hill, North Carolina by Dr. Ralph Barrick, y'all can look this up, means the coronavirus has been around a long time. And I was told by a very good friend of mine, a source I trust, that the coronavirus had been sprayed up in the New York area in 2018. Is it any surprise that there are more people with the coronavirus in New York City and in New Jersey or New York State than practically any place else in the world? Are people aware that our government has sprayed contagious diseases in the New York subway in the 60s and put contagious diseases in San Francisco for 20 years from 1949 to 1969? It's not my imagination. And I wish I had my hands on the book. That's why I always say to people, cash at me some money. Sometimes I see stuff and I have to own it. People come back and ask me, I can point a source. I can say, here it is. It's on this page. It's a chapter. Because you know what? Truth tellers in America, especially Black truth tellers, are held to a standard higher than everybody else.
Yes.
The Bible says in Proverbs 17:4, the evildoers love a lying tongue. And that shows you how wicked our people are. Yes. That folks that lie, whether it's CNN, whether it's that despicable Anderson Cooper, who had the gay dude on who's complaining that he couldn't give his HIV positive antibodies to the Red Cross for them to develop a vaccine. Now, what's going to happen if I give antibodies with AIDS and I inject it in someone as a vaccine? Are they going to get AIDS?
I would say so.
Like all the hemophiliacs got. Do you see what people are doing? Have you noticed that none of these people, not one of these coon leaders, is talking about medicine or what are the treatments?
Right.
They won't do it because they're being paid for us to die.
Yes, there it is.
They're being paid for us to die. They're globalists. They think there are too many Black people. If you saw that video I sent you, I keep reminding people the Tuskegee experiment was one of the few government-funded experiments that was integrated. It was at least a third Black people administered the mass death of Black people from syphilis. The white people showed up once a year to take pictures of freak show pictures of the victims. The day-to-day operation for Black people, destroying Black people. And of course, the head nurse, Nurse Rivers, the little Black lesbian that was injecting people, giving them false placebo medicine. LGBT in the house, wreaking havoc. Yes.
You know, that's what I'm saying. The gays are not your friends. They could be gay, melanin, gay, non-melanin. They're not your buddy. They are there for a reason. They are there for a reason, and it is to destroy you. If they can't destroy you, they'll ensure that you won't have kids.
Sir. Yes, sir. And so, look, and by the way, they've done a 360-degree turn. Remember, if you've been watching the news, 2 weeks ago, they were saying that people were getting positive benefits from hydroxychloroquine. Remember? Right. I've sent you articles. Have you noticed that last week, all of a sudden, when the remdesivir is a drug that was developed at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It failed. It has no benefit whatsoever because they were trying to knock out the hydroxychloroquine. Initially, while the remdesivir had a chance of becoming the drug that they could promote, because Fauci and Bill Gates and Gilead and all these people working with the University of North Carolina and working with Tulane University and working with Harvard University, and I need to say this to you, Dr. Ralph Barrick of the University of North Carolina had two Chinese colleagues, Dr. Li and Dr. Xi. They're both at the Wuhan clinic. By the way, none other than Barack Obama appropriated $3 million to help build the lab in Wuhan. Bill Gates gave money to build, all the black people. So y'all folks, everybody black on here that's got an associate that died from corona, that loves Obama, well, I wonder what else he gave money to that's going to kill us. You can keep on loving him. I'm going to save my love for myself.
Love. You know, what
Obama, and then the people that Obama left in the CDC or wherever, under Trump gave another $700,000 to the Wuhan clinic. Now, Dr. Xi and Dr. Li got the coronavirus from Dr. Barrick and took it to China. That's how it got there.
Wow.
Now, Dr. Barrick should be picked up. University of North Carolina, if anybody has a sick family member, y'all need to sue the University of North Carolina. You need to sue Dr. Barrick. You need to sue anybody that didn't do what they could have done to shut down Dr. Barrick's experiments.
Yes.
We know who to sue. You need to sue the Gilead Corporation. These people this man should be trying to move to Iceland or to the South Pole for fear of his life. But you know what? Do you know I can't even send a Wikipedia article about Dr. Barrick over social media, showing you that Zuckerberg and these others want a mass death in people.
Yes.
And they just might get it if the public remains, in particular, black people remain as stupid as we are. We will be slaughtered. We can be killed. It can happen. It's likely to happen the way that we're going.
I got a question.
I want to empower you.
Go ahead, doctor.
Don't just get masks. Get gloves. Stay away from people you don't know. Stay away from public restrooms. They're the most dangerous places. People don't even realize that sometimes people, when they make a bowel movement, that gases and particles come out of people's behinds, and when you flush the toilet, it literally, the force of the water puts things in the air.
Aerosol.
The same way you smell the stench of the bowel movement that just went down. You wonder why you smell it? It's because some of the bacteria is still in the air.
Yeah, and it's hitting your nose.
Stay away from public restrooms. Stay away from foreign and fast food places. Learn how to cook. You wouldn't be so fat and out of shape if you ate better. Yeah, I'm talking to you like that. And by the way, being morbidly overweight, they have been encouraging obesity among black people. And we were like this in Africa. Bullshit. You haven't been to Africa. People in Africa, you don't care about fat people in Africa. You can't. I'm gonna say something racist. You can't run from a cheetah or a lion trying to eat you in Africa at 400 pounds. And even if they had a scooter, they wouldn't get away. We need to stop being overweight. Stop eating too much. Stop giving your money to other people. Grow a garden. Get some seeds.
Yes.
And I believe that they're messing with the weather, man. Because look, it's almost May, and we have the heat on. DC, it's normally at least about 10, 15, 20 degrees warmer. I've had to hold off. It was hotter in February than it is right now. And it's almost May. I have potato sprouts. I've got ginger. I did put watermelon down. I'm worried. I hope my seeds are okay. I put my sprouts. I've had to hold off of planting.
Right.
Because the weather has been so close to freezing. I figured, when's the freezing going to stop? In fact, I should send you a picture of my cat. My cat's selfish. I mean, selfish is hogging my bed because it's so cold. The cat is trying to kick me out of my bed. You know, selfish doesn't respect anybody. I love selfish. I think selfish thinks that they're white because they have a pink nose.
Well, a pink nose. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of selfish.
No,
Selfish is on my bed now, asleep, hogging my bed in my room, acting like it's her bed because it's too cold. And she has a fur coat.
exactly.
And the cat don't want to be outside. It's just cold. And it's raining more than a monsoon. It's rained more than a monsoon. It rains every day. I feel like I'm in Oregon, sleepless in Seattle. What is up with this weather?
I got a question for the chat room for you, Doctor. This is coming from Sister Alexandria. What is Dr. Randy Short? Hold on. Before I say this question, I'm going to do a impromptu commercial. If you guys can, if you have it on you, please go to Cashapp, help Dr. Randy Short, help him with the war chest to continue the good research. It's $, capital D, lowercase r, capital R, lowercase ANDY, capital H, or capital S rather, then lowercase HORT. It's $ Dr. Randy Short at Cash App. Help them out. 5, 10, 20, 10,000, doesn't matter. Now,
and if not, they can send seeds. We have a seed bank, or should I say, I'm collecting seeds. And I was talking to a pastor, a good pastor in Mississippi, one of these folks that fight back, about collecting seeds. I just sent you pictures of my mini farm. And I have all this stuff. I'm just waiting for it to warm up, maybe about 10, 15 degrees. Then we'll plant. But everybody needs to collect seeds.
yes,
Everybody needs to collect seeds. You're going to have to grow your own stuff. I just saw an article. They're about to kill 2 million chickens.
Yep.
In over in the Delmarva Peninsula, where a lot of our produce comes from in D.C. 2 million chickens are going to be slaughtered and put in the ground. People are getting rid of milk. My friends, they're making it hard for people to buy seeds. I've been fighting for the last 2 months with different vendors over Amazon that I bought seeds and I still don't have them. I was lucky to run into one place. I went into Lowe's and I was too broke to buy but so much. I bought a couple of packs. I went to Lowe's another week later. Over 2/3 of their vegetable seeds were already gone. I can send you a picture. If you go in the dollar store, another place, people are buying up all the vegetable seeds. The prices are going up. It used to be like I have a blueberry bush I bought. Yeah, I need to get some shrubs, get something. Food's going to run out. These people have bought out shrubs, you name it, because these white folk, God bless them, they're paying attention to the times and recognize they're going to have to be self-reliant.
Yep.
And there are a whole lot of bushy black people. You got all this grass. All you do is mow the lawn. And some of y'all don't do it and get in trouble with your local authorities because your yard looks like, a crackhead sweet field. Y'all need to clear some of that land and put tomatoes, some greens, some cabbage, some kale, some spinach. You need to grow things because you have no idea if our truck drivers, who, by the way, have to use contaminated restrooms to relieve themselves.
Right.
Our truck drivers are dying. It's a death sentence for people who are working in hospitals and being exposed. If our truck drivers are at risk, if the deliveries of food are down or food's at a premium, or we don't have all the illegals picking the vegetables because they've been kicked out or they're afraid of being sent where they came from, that means we could have famines. We're already in food deserts. Who do you think's going to get hurt by our broken food distribution system?
It's going to be poor black folk.
Exactly. And so why not? I mean, I don't have jobs anyway. I'm underemployed. You know what? I'm kind of glad I'm underemployed. I've learned how to grow things. I know if I had like a quarter of an acre, I could feed several people. In fact, I'm going to go to our community leader and ask them for use of one of the plots because I don't have enough space to grow my pumpkins and other things. I'll even share some with people. Are y'all feeling me? Are you hearing me, brother?
Yes.
We absolutely could be more self-reliant. I wish there was a way to collect rainwater. I'm gonna figure out that. If you know anybody that knows how you can collect water from the air, I'm gonna start collecting rainwater and cleaning it, boiling it, distilling it. Because, by the way, the water in DC has fecal matter in it, so you get poop and stuff. Even in your good, supposedly good drinking water, has an animal doo-doo that comes down from Pennsylvania. It's all in the Potomac. And last year, for about 2 months, we were told we couldn't drink the water because it had chlorosporidium. These are things that I found in a bowel movement. Imagine having pig bowel movement bacteria in your belly because you just want to drink water. And we need to understand the water isn't safe. We've got to do what we can do for ourselves. And we're in a position of power if we plant and plan now. Now, this is what you want to do. For anyone that would love to share seeds, I work with a wonderful group of young, thinking, God-fearing believers called Salvation and Liberation Temple Ministries. SALT for short. You can send to SALT, S-A-L-T, C-O, Randy Short. It is P.O. Box 92398, WDC, or Washington, D.C., 290. Again, SALT, care of Randy Short, P.O. Box 92398, Washington, D.C., 200-20090. I'm collecting seeds for my community, and by the way, I'm trying to get a couple of pastors and other people, the good pastors, someone that care. There's still some. They're like 1 in a million, or like, a diamond in a sandbox, but they're out there. There's some good people still. To get folks to understand, we need to alert people. They're mad that we didn't give up our constitutional rights to be injected. But if you run out of food, you have to choose between the kids eating and not getting an injection, and your kids not eating. Certain people and folks get injected, and they've got everything. They've got monkey cum, aborted baby tissue, mercury. Who knows? I mean, probably King Kong's butt hairs and such in the vaccine. And imagine, you understand that when people get an organ, like they get a liver or a kidney, your body can reject the tissue because it doesn't match
yours.
That means that if you have a little baby tissue inside your vaccine, your body will reject it. You can have an autoimmune disease and end up dying.
Yes.
This is what happens, people. And understand that the University of North Carolina, Tulane University, all these places have a long racial history of doing awful things. The people at North Carolina were for sterilization, and they work with Margaret Sanger. We haven't left the 19th century in terms of the racial hatred and persecution. Just because we can hip hop and we can be laid up with people of other races, we're not free. We're nowhere near free. In fact, we're more at risk now than ever before. And I want to give a shout out to that ambiguous, off the cuff, brusque, can't figure out where the hell he's coming from, Donald Trump, for shutting the door on immigration. Some of we black men can finally find work in our own country again. He didn't do it for us, but you know how the air conditioning in McDonald's even benefits the homeless people that come in that don't buy anything. Same principle required is there. Okay. Now, what's the question, brother? Someone was waiting.
Yeah. What is Dr. Randy Short's view on the allegations that children are being rescued right now from pedal rings and underground tunnels? And then another, like a sub part of this question, are celebrities that are involved on house arrest?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I didn't hear the last part of that question.
And are celebrities that are involved on house arrest?
I hope so. I hope that if the celebrities have done this are on house arrest, I hope so. I hope to God. Now, I want to throw something at y'all. I just thought today, and I sent it off to two of my favorite supporters. As a husband and wife that live in Virginia. I can't say their name because they work for the government. You know, when they have the nice government stuff, you have to. In D.C., in the D.C. area, the DMV, it should be called damn mulatto vassals. When you get these jobs, you can't say or do anything, even stuff that's true or factual, because it's crazy. But anyway, I want to say this to it. I'm certain that the pedophilia stuff is real. If they're rounding up people, I pray to God they do it. But you know what? I'm concerned if they haven't picked up Bill Gates, I'm worried. Why haven't they gotten Gates? Okay, and there are a lot of them that need to be picked up. So I hope to God that they do it, and I hope to seal the indictment to believe them. But if they're not, I wouldn't be surprised, because a wicked system can't produce righteousness. Even though I would accept it, and so would you that asked the question. Now, there's another thing I want to say to you. I always had questions from the first time I noticed it, watching the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang back in 1975. Was that 45 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
And I was very disturbed by the Baroness,
the Nazis,
the king and the queen that hated children, had a child catcher who's played by James Savile, a white necrophiliac pedophile rapist. Savile, Jimmy Savile, from the BBC. This is real talk. He took the two children that belonged to Catechus Potts. If you guys go and look up Chitty Chitty Bang Bang on Wikipedia, you're going to find out that the same man that did the James Bond, Ian Fleming, also wrote the story on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And his producer, Broccoli, who also did the James Bond films, the whole James Bond stuff is produced by the same producer, Broccoli, like the stuff you eat. There, if you think about the girlfriend of the father of the two children, the widow father that Dick Van Dyke played, okay, her name's truly Scrumptious, like the woman Pussy Galore who just died, the woman that played that in the James Bond film, yeah, or A Lot of Vagina. You'll see that the same name plays. And if you look at it and you start looking at toot sweets, tooting is for snorting cocaine or cocaine itself. And when you think about the fact that Dick Van Dyke was making pipes for tooting, and you'll see there's a lot of drug and pedophilia imagery in the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang story. And in the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang story, all the children were kept in dungeons.
Yes. Underground.
Okay. And so what was Mr. Fleming trying to tell us in 1968? And why the film disturbed me, I remember it bothering me about the children being rounded up and the society that hated children, which is what they're talking about, all the abortion. Yes. That the abortion became government funded increasingly. Planned Parenthood began to get government money after, I think, 1966. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was written in 1964. These people understood working, because Fleming worked with the CIA and he was a spy. He was in the intelligence world. They understood the whole eugenics thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Someone sent us a message through a children's film about this. It's the name of a catechus pot, like smoking pot, weed. All of this drug and other imagery is mixed into these names.
That is true.
I'd never thought about it till today, when I something caused me to want to read Dick Van Dyke. There's something that's making me think about this, and it all came in. So we've got a serious pedophilia problem, but while they're rounding up people, it's being reported that the rapes of children and domestic violence and suicide are going through the roof. It's taking more people than this COVID-19 is.
That's why they want to open up everything to give people the pretense of normalcy.
Well, no, what they're really trying to do is make white people white again. I mean, basically, everybody has been beat up by COVID-19.
Everybody got their Negro wake-up call, except for the whores,
and everybody has
cooks.
to wear masks. As I was in the store, and it says, we all thug now. Okay, everybody's a thug and has to. In fact, even white security guards, I know they're having nervous breakdowns watching so many black people with masks and not accosting them. I mean, can't question them.
Well, I love
so you know, this is really driving people nuts. And but you know, it's interesting. No matter how many stay-at-home things, our black hoodlums are still able to make it out in the street to shoot and kill each other. I don't know where they're finding the bullets. You know, we can't find toilet paper, but they've got extra clips of bullets to shoot people. It's really something.
Well, Doctor, before we end it, because we're almost at an hour 30 minutes here on this broadcast, I want to let you have the last word. You know, give the kids, you know, the young people. Forget about the old people; they're done. The young people. You know, imagine a whole auditorium full of 16-year-olds to, say, 24. Tell them some good wisdom.
Some good wisdom. One, know your God. And in fact, find a good one. If you can find a better one than the one in the Bible, go ahead and be a fool and follow it. Learn about nature. Learn how to grow things, in particular food. Learn how to do things with your hands. As well as learn all the technology that you can. Learn how to sew. Learn how to make your own clothes.
Yes.
And be prepared. Things are not going to go back to how they used to be, no matter how much you want them. This shutdown literally comes 7 years after they thought we would have the collapse of the commercial real estate market. It's actually happening right now. And there's no way to put air back into it. You have to sort of look at the economy as a silicon titty that got hit by some buckshot. It's all leaking out, okay? And it's just goose down your shirt. You have to get another one. But you're not going to be able to get the ooze back into the old ooze. It's finished. Something's got to replace this. I don't know how. I'm not talking about communism or socialism, but what really is needed is a moral, ethical, spiritual renewal. People really need to apologize. What was normal we had before was deviance and abomination before God, and God's letting the wheels fall off his carriage. And your generation that has been betrayed by older people that have not properly modeled, offered a true morality, a real family, a real economy, not even real food or real jobs, are going to have a lot to atone for. And in fact, they're going to end up like their parents, abandoned in assisted living places where folks are too happy to let them die and not report them to their families and continue to draw down on their social benefits as long as they can hide the bodies in some freezer somewhere. Please be different from the older people. Turn back to God. Turn away from drugs. Sex isn't a game. It's very serious.
Right.
Save money. Hold on to it. and think internationally while being proud of who you are, where you came from, and understand you don't have to go to a big name school or go into debt. If you can learn a trade, whether it's a tech trade, coding, whatever, learn it. There's still work out there for people who get the skills. You don't have to be the smartest, but you have to be very, very serious about getting and understand racism is real, although race is a fake concept. The coronavirus is real and the pandemic is make-believe. Old people do lie. Old people should not be trusted if they're not trustworthy. And at the same time, your peers aren't trustworthy. They have no morality. You will only be as great as the righteous causes that you give your time, your life, and your mind to.
Yes.
I'm out.
Peace, brother. Peace and power. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dRS1. Yes. All right, y'all.
Doctor is gone, but he gave us some jewels of inspiration and some fire to light the knowledge that should shine you through. This will conclude TPIMSRLIVE for today. Today's date is April 26, 2020, the year of our Lord. I ask you now, live your life of integrity without hate, envy, or greed. And as always, brothers and sisters, please, 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 let's try to be kinder to each other. Peace and power, unity and victory, dignity and respect, liberation. I'm out.